What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MXNEYCAR Canadian Tour here on ESPN, excuse me. Getting ready to kick things off for the second race of the season back at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. This time we're on the road course rather than the short oval. And here we go. Steckley sees the green flag. We're racing, but Kennington got the better launch on the exit of the corner there. Steckley back to the inside, retakes the lead, or at least tries to. He peeks out in front, but now back into a left-hander where Kennington will have the advantage. They make contact, door banging down into the left-hander. Into turn 3, Steckley now has the advantage. Can he clear Kennington? This is holding up the field behind him as everybody tries to gain some ground here on the initial start. Side by side still, holding each other at bay. Kennington, Steckley, they know whoever clears the other may have a better chance to run away with this thing. They don't want to let that happen. Kennington fighting back. They're side drafting out of that corner, but Steckley looks like it's going to clear DJ Kennington. Kennington still hanging on to that left rear quarter panel, but now Steckley gets out in front, moves across the nose, and clears DJ Kennington. Now into the final corners. Right-hander, left, and another right. Can Kennington close the gap in the final corner? No, Steckley's going to lead the first lap, and we have a caution, so it doesn't even matter. We're going to rack him up and do it again anyway. Peter Klutt is destroyed. Let's see what happened to him. Coming out of turn 3, just gets hooked into the grass, and at that point he's along for the ride, into the tire barriers hard. Did a good job keeping it off that concrete wall, but nosed into the tires, destroying that race car. But at least he has something there to kind of cushion the blow. Wow, look at that, 3 wide further back there on the race back. Alright, let's try this again here. We're gonna come to the restart. The field doubles back up. And here we go. Steckley, Kennington, part 2. Let's try it again. Can Kennington get a good jump on the restart once again? Or will this time Steckley use that inside to his advantage? Looks like Kennington, yeah, he gets straight off the corner way before that 22 car does. He gets a straight launch, whereas the 22 has a little bit of wheel in it. Gets the gun in it as they go green. So that outside line definitely had an advantage. They're door banging once again, heading down into the corner. Chris Max in the field, by the way, driving that 97 car on the road courses, it seems, or at least the tracks that are shared with other divisions such as Montreal and this one. But we will see LZ Morris in that 97 car for a majority of the season. Up the hill. Kennington now running away. Steckley with Fitzpatrick all over his rear end, pushing and shoving him down this long back straightaway. Are they going to make any ground? Doesn't look like they will. Now Fitzpatrick looking to make a move, slightly off line, trying to set up for the next corner. Steckley hits his marks but misses, goes wide through the last corner. Somehow got a better run though. That might be the line here. It might end up becoming the preferred groove. We got one car outside the racetrack. We got 2 cars out there. One car out there with the fans. He's trying to figure his way back out, but there are spectators literally on the other side of the fence staring at his car. Look at that. Spectators right there. They're moving out of the way. As there's a slight fence right back there, it seems, but No, I can't tell. There's not a fence right there. That is a really bad design flaw. Spectators moving out of the way, probably getting up close and personal with that car, taking pictures and whatnot as he tries to find his way back onto the racetrack. We got another car completely destroyed. That's Shrainen in the 94. Goodness, what is going on here? Kennington comes back to the caution flag, the leader. Let's see what happens to some of these guys here. That's Todd Nickel that got turned out of the racetrack. And let's see how this happened. And what happened to Shrainen as well. Okay, so Todd Nickel gets hooked by Anthony Simone up the hill, just stops before getting into any spectators. That's really a really dangerous situation there. So Simone gets stuck in the fence. Just a really bad overlook there by the track designers for cars to be able to go through that opening and out of the racetrack. I mean, it's an opening design for the ambulance, but man, look at that. Luckily, no spectators getting hurt there. Everybody saw the car coming, moved out of the way. And he just kind of no-clips through the ambulance. Because apparently ambulances aren't solid objects here. Just kind of goes through it. And luckily, avoids the spectators. Even though it looks like he hit him. He didn't. Don't worry about that. We're not getting sued today. Anyways, what happened to Shrainen here? Was he reacting to the trouble ahead? I'm not sure. No, he's fine right here. So this happened later on. Oh, look at that. Andrew Ranger, I believe. No, that's Alex Tagliani in the 7. Gets right up to his rear bumper. Rides his rear bumper, sends him into the wall, similar to what we saw earlier, and he's unable to get it rolled down or back onto the racetrack. Hard into the wall he goes, and that'll take him out of the race. Wow. Well, anyways, getting back into it here. Boy, oh boy. This is about to get really interesting. Another restart, this time. Oh no, it's been waved off. We're gonna go another lap. But this time, as we've seen, the 17 will be on the inside, the 22 on the outside. Roles are reversed, and it looks like the 17 is just gonna go early here. He's gonna jump it, and green flag, or... Okay, yeah, now the green is waving. That was really strange. I thought the yellow was still out. But I guess not. Ashley Taw's having issues with that Barbie machine. She's got heavy damage to the left side of her car. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we're green. Strange restart. Big jump from the 17. We'll have to see if race control is going to allow that or not. But he runs away with the lead while Steckley tries to run him down. Steckley reeling them in. Battles at the middle of the field. Like they're pretty calm on this restart. But a lot of people got checked up there. This was a strange restart. Look at the 27 all over the rear bumper of the 84. He's going to try to move them through these last couple of corners, it seems. Looks like he'll back off for now and try to set him up later in this lap. And oh boy. comeback made here. This hasn't ended well all day. It looks like they're gonna somehow get away with it. As JBD and Pierre Bourquet got together. Boy, oh boy. This has been a race, for sure. An absolute race. Caution's out yet again. And, not sure who it's for. I'm not seeing any issues on the racetrack. So, I guess we'll figure it out once we find a pace car. Sorry, hit the camera button. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna watch the pace car here, see when the lights turn on. Uh-oh, where's the mouse? Here we go. All right, let's watch for the pace light, the lights on the pace car. There it is. All right, so is anyone backwards? Oh yeah, 2 cars sideways on the front straightaway. Todd Nickel once again after his trip through the fans, and this time he's got the 98 of Donald Chisholm right there with him. Wow. Very interesting there. But here we go. For yet another restart. Hopefully it's not as chaotic as the last one. Kennington on the inside. Can he jump it again? No, looks like this time he won't. Race control didn't penalize him, but they told him not to do it again. Green flag is in the air. We're racing once again here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. And Steckley that time got clear. They're side by side battling behind them. Andrew Ranger trying to clear. He will clear for second on DJ Kennington. And we got a crash back here. Bourquet's around. The 44 whistles around. No caution, so we're going to keep it green. Coming into the uphill double rights.
Battery 20%.
Casgrala corner, as I like to call it, or the Austin Cindric corner. Both work. So Steckley now the leader. He might steal this one. Chris Max up the P4. I'm not sure how he got up there so quickly, but he's an aggressive driver, as we know, so not too shocking. It looks like everyone's making it through for now, at least. Aside from the 2 that wrecked earlier. And we're back under yellow. So let's go back and see what happened here to bring it out. Oh. Looks like it was Alex Tagliani. Oh, he got back into the back of the 56. Oh, and then gets plowed from behind, and they're wrecking big time, heading down into the corner. That's Connolly that got into the back of him there. Joey McCollum, JVD caught up in it as well. Wow. Hard hits. Let's see what happened to Whistle on the restart. Just came across the nose of 29. Was not clear. Hard hit into the wall there. Concrete. No safer barrier. Straight concrete. Yeah, there's a serious lack of safer barriers up here in Canada. That's all I can really say. But we're getting ready to go green. And oh boy. It looks like the restart has been waved off, but the race has not been extended. It'll be a one-lap shootout, and look at this. Steckley way out ahead. Will he be penalized? We'll have to wait and see. But Scott Steckley with a big jump, racing hard for second, as these drivers know that could possibly for the lead if race control deems that the 22 jumped that restart. He went pretty early there, but also there was some wheel spin from the cars behind him. Everybody else got off to a slow restart, while the 22 had an absolute flyer. Coming through the double rights, back downhill, back up the hill. Everybody's making it through cleanly. Scott Steckley. We'll see if they wave the black flag or the checker flag at him here. But as we come through the final couple of corners, Andrew Ranger closing the gap, but it's not going to be enough. Scott Steckley is going to win here from Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Checker flag is waving. Steckley, I believe the restart has been deemed clean, as everybody was just slow to launch. We had a wreck here. Another one involving Whistle, and there's Fletcher there. Just crossed the start finish line. Ashley Tawes isn't going to make it back to the checkers. Some other cars with damage. LP Dumoulin is destroyed. But it's going to be Scott Steckley bringing home a trophy once again here in the Canadian Tour. That's going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. I hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.